What up, though? Welcome to the TheConclusionIDrew podcast, and I'm your host, Drew, and I'll be giving you the best interviews with the livest takes, and from the conclusion I drew, you can draw your own.
Fuck that shit, nigga, let's get it. Jigging from this, I'm in love with the cap. Plugged and fucked up and went up on the ticket, so I done fucked up and ran out with the sack. Straight from the trap, I stay working and dealing. Main reason why I'm like, fuck a deal. I'm really real, you niggas really frail. Me and my nigga, we shoot the kill.
Alright, coming live at y'all again, episode 4, The Conclusion I Drew. Got my boy Youngin in the building. Let you go ahead and introduce yourself to the viewers.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, YFyungin. Yeah, Mystery, New Orleans, downtown, 6 official representative. Yeah, shout out to the city.
For sure. Shout out New Orleans, man. So, you said you from the 6th Ward downtown.
Yeah.
How that was? How the 6th Ward downtown is?
Shit, you know, I ain't gonna lie, it's traditional, bro. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, it's one of a kind, you know what I mean? City, always hold a spot, you know what I mean? Like, in the 6, you go through the 6, you gonna always remember that bitch, you know what I mean? It's a one of a kind situation every time. Festival, feast, you hear me? Always eating good, people gonna always show you good hospitality, all the bullshit that niggas be talking about. And all that other shit, and it'll be all the extra shit unless you be on the other shit. Be on the extra shit, nigga gonna get with you.
Facts. Is it any famous people from the 6th Ward?
Yeah, for sure.
Any notable people from the 6th Ward? Just to get the viewers a little view.
Shit, well, Cameron Ruffin for sure. You know, he's a big musician.
You said who?
6, Cameron Ruffin.
Cameron Ruffin?
Cameron Ruffin, Brooklyn Ruffin, on the 6. You got YFyungin, you hear me, on the 6. You hear me, you got shit at the moment, fuck. Man, shout out to the nigga, I can't hold him. You got my little cousin Corey, you hear me, YF Cody, that nigga doing his thing.
And we got YFyungin out the 6. Shout out to you, man.
Yeah, we holding it down, you know, I got many more, you know, right? The 6, you know, that brand, if you see YF, you know, on the front of the nigga name, they doing something, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of niggas out there working that stamp that, you know what I'm saying? That's holding that heavy.
Alright, facts. Alright, so tell us how growing up in New Orleans was.
Shit, well, you know what I'm saying? I started out, you know what I'm saying? Playing ball and shit, you know what I'm saying? Young nigga, I was hooping from probably like, shit, 3rd grade all the way up, you know what I'm saying? Started off in Tremete, playing basketball like a motherfucker. And, you know what I'm saying? I was born in the 4 wall in the project, you know what I'm saying? I was raised in the 6. I was born in the 4 wall, probably stayed in that bitch for a couple of months. My mom moved out of there, moved to St. Philip. New Orleans is, you know, it's a vibe, bro. It's one of a kind, you know. That's it. Even when, you know what I'm saying?
Did you grow up like rough? Did you grow up having everything you wanted?
You know what I'm saying? Grew up situational, you know what I'm saying? Like, ain't have too much of nothing. Before my dad died, bro, I had situational shit like, you know, we had fucking need for nothing, you know, shoes, clothes and shit, whatever the world. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That was up to 7, you know, 7. You know what I'm saying? From 1 to 7, you know, shit was free game. You know what I'm saying? Everything was out.
Shit was plentiful.
Shit was plentiful for sure. You know, Warren hit something everywhere. That nigga go. That's LaWarren, man. So, you know, a lot of shit came off the strength, you know, in the water from me. But after 7, you know, my mommy had to, you know, take care of Lou, you know, and my mom saluted her, you know, she took care of, handed up in it, you know what I'm saying? She had her ups and she had her down, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of time, you know, no light, you know, no water, you know, the regular routine when a nigga got a mom that, you know what I'm saying, taking care for cheering up myself.
Fact, same shit I had going on.
You know what I mean? But that's facts. It was just, you know, I ain't gonna sit up there and say shit wasn't easy, it wasn't hard, but fuck, nigga made do, you know. My mom always made sure, you know what I what I'm saying? Nigga had something, you know what I'm saying, for whatever need be, whatever she had to do, she made that happen. You know?
Fact. Shout out to Mind Dukes for being the real one.
Yeah, for sure, she made sure.
And so, how many siblings you had? How many siblings you had in the crib growing up with you?
Well, I know I had 3 sisters, you know what I mean? All girls in a house full of one. You know what I mean? So, I knew.
Is that all the siblings you got? Just 3 sisters?
Fuck no, I got, from my dad's side, I got, hey, and counting this shit, 30, 39, and counting 30, some say 32, some say 39, some say 40. The number is unknown, brothers, man.
It's over 25 though.
My pops to one.
So yeah, you got a huge family, huge family.
So I done met it. I knew it's firsthand, you know what I'm saying? I met over 15, you know what I'm saying?
That you personally met yourself. Whew. Pops was going crazy.
I did that.
So was you like school wise, was you like growing up, was you like a good school student? Like academically, was you a good student?
Shit, fuck, shit, I was good for my grades and shit. Yeah, I wasn't no dumb nigga. You know what I mean? I always took care of my business with school and shit, cause that was my way to play sports. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So,
gotta have that grade
that
right.
was my way, you know what I'm saying? So, made sure I stuck up on that, and at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? That shit wasn't no bad thing to me, you know what I'm saying? I always looked at that as a plus, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Facts. All kids need to learn that.
Yeah, I ain't good now, so.
It's called a student athlete, but the student is the most important part. That's what they always say.
I ain't good. That's why I had a both sides of the situation. So, and when it came to academics and being straight and learning and shit, you hear me? When my dad had passed, my nanny, I had a woman that, you know what I'm saying, took on the role as like, you know what I'm saying, my other family. And that was my household for, you know what I'm saying, learning how to, you know what I'm saying, conduct shit and handle myself certain ways and, you know what I'm saying, you know, table manners, you know what I'm saying, basic shit like that, you know. So she got me straight, you hear me, like, you know what I'm saying, and showed me how to fucking wipe my ass the right way, you hear me, legit shit, you hear me. So, you know what I'm saying, when my mom was, you know, doing whatever she had to do for the handle, you know what I'm saying, shit for to get the lights on in the house and whatever need be, she was handling all that, you hear me, and that was the one for me, you hear me. So that situation, that worked out in my favor when it came to growing up, you hear me, like
Having somebody else there.
somebody else.
Shout out to Nana too.
One.
Shout out to her. So what sports did you play growing up?
Shit, I was involved in young, you know what I'm saying, park ball, shit, I was involved in everything, bro. Nigga, I pay everything from fucking basketball to football to baseball to ping pong to fucking, you know what I'm saying?
What was you the best in?
Yeah, I tried to excel in everything, but nigga, the thing that stuck to me the most was basketball for sure. You know what I mean? I caught a grip to that. It was years after years where I was out there many nights with that ball in my hand.
Okay, so you had hoop dreams at once upon a time.
Nigga, I was out there.
My boy said he was at the park many nights.
Long late nights, man.
Facts. What made your hoop dream end?
That shit. Real talk. Injury. I fucked my shit up.
You fucked your shit up? You was older or younger when you fucked your shit up?
I was like, what that was, 10th grade year. In 10th grade year, fucking around playing in that bitch after the gym was closed. Stupid dumb ass nigga, man. I forgot that nigga name, bro. Nigga from out of town. None of that out of town nigga, bro. You playing that bitch, his dumb ass come off the fucking pick like he about to dunk that bitch at half court. And damn near broke my knee, blew my knee out.
Niggas finna dunk the ball at half
Nigga act like about it. That nigga come off the pick. Nigga set up pick at half court. Nigga come off that bitch like he about to dunk. Ran straight into my knee, blew my shit out.
Yeah, that shit crazy, man.
Ain't happening that quick.
What was the best or worst advice you ever got while you was playing sports?
But the worst advice? The best advice, I'd say first hand, the best advice a nigga ever gave me on that shit. What do you? That's the best advice a nigga ever gave me playing sports. Nigga told me, do you?
Do your thing.
Nigga said, do you? That's the best advice a nigga ever gave me. And the worst advice, bro, nigga ever told me, well, try to, I ain't gonna say, nigga try to tell me to be another nigga. Like that's the worst advice. Nigga ever, that hand in hand. Nigga try to tell me to play like somebody.
Yeah.
My game.
Somebody
like
that you would never be.
You don't got shit to do with nothing I got going on, okay? You feel me? Yeah.
Facts. Alright, so doing my research, I figured out that you got a legendary pops. So I'm gonna let you say who your pops is and let for the viewers and all of that.
Yeah, man, you know. Shout out to him, R.I.P. the legend Warren Mays, man. Y'all know anybody that know me, like that, y'all know my daddy, you know.
Shout out to the legendary Warren Mays.
Yeah, big nigga, yeah, big time.
A lot of y'all know who that is. A lot of y'all don't, but he started the music shit in New Orleans before all of the musicians we know now.
Yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying? Pops was
He wrote music for some of the biggest artists in New York. He had his own record label. Pops was major in the city.
some of the biggest shit for people. Let me see, man, in New Orleans. He done put on for New Orleans like way back in 1980, 1990. You know what I'm saying? That was his time, you know. Pops had real hits, you know, real fucking classics, you know what I'm saying? That the whole streets knew.
Backs, he got a hit named Jam, a hit named Get It Girl, hit named Rock the Bells, baby. You know all of them? Yeah, I did my little research for you, bro. I'm on it.
I grew up on that shit, dog. That was what really inspired me to do this shit.
So, alright, look, how did it feel to, like, when you was growing up, be at a barbecue and they play a song and everybody know the lyrics and your dad is the person on that song?
You know, like, to be honest, right? At that time, you know, like I was young, you know, like my dad and down, I was 7, so during that time, I ain't really grasped it like I was supposed to. Like, it was a lot of people coming to me like, oh, that's Lil Warren, you know, like that's Lil Warren son, you know what I'm saying? I got a lot of love off that shit, you know, but as a child, you know, you don't really understand how powerful like a name is until you really start growing and understand it, making a name for yourself. And when I say, bro, that man's name was powerful whole week, you hear me? In the city alone, like my dad didn't really pave the way for a lot of shit and a lot of niggas.
Shout out to Pops. Well, in '99, he was tragically murdered. So R.I.P. to him.
Yeah, Pops died in 1990.
You say he left 30-something kids. Pops was a Rolling Stone. But is he the reason that you do music?
Yeah, that's my main inspiration. Always have been. You know what I'm saying? Like I used to grow up watching him. You know what I'm saying? Record in the studio. You know what I'm saying? Like he used to pick me up. You know what I'm saying? That's where he spent most of his time. You know what I'm saying? So
In the studio?
for sure, he locked in that bitch.
And that's how you is right now. That's crazy.
Every 10 toes in that bitch. Sure.
Apple don't fall far from the tree for sure. Alright, now let's talk about Katrina and moving to Georgia. Did you move to Georgia when Katrina hit, or did you already live here?
No, I moved once Katrina hit.
So your reason moving to Georgia was Katrina?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay, how was the transformation moving from New Orleans to Georgia?
Shit, bro. It was a different speed, you know, like in New Orleans, you know, it was on a different type of time. I'm saying? Then we came to a different part of Georgia, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to, you know what I'm saying, the north side, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was a different situation over here when we came over here, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was a different speed. Like, we came out here, it was like people and females that was not on what we was on. Like when I say not on it, like, bro, hey, see, we brought the project to the suburbs, yeah, for sure.
Facts, New Orleans was taking shit over. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all niggas was running around this bitch. Did Katrina affect like your neighborhood like directly? Did it fuck that shit up?
For sure. They,
like your hood was fucked up?
Yeah, refurbished, for sure. They refurbished that bitch, like a lot of traditional shit, you know, a lot of weed, a lot of, you know, shops and stores and, you know, places. It wasn't in them after the storm, you hear me? So, going back to the hood, you know, my people still do what they do, you know, they move how they move, you know what I'm saying? So celebrations always be celebrations. They make it live regardless, but, you know, certain spots came with restrictions now because they was owned by different people, you know what I'm saying? So we couldn't party how we wanted to party. We couldn't do how we wanted to do it, how we, you know what I'm saying, normally do it. So we most definitely got affected by that shit. Katrina affected a whole lot, bro. So that shit was a blessing and a curse. Yeah.
When you first moved to Georgia, was you still playing sports and stuff, or the ship sailed?
Sure. That was, you know, like, that was a nigga real. That's when shit really got intense for a nigga. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause that was the thing. Like, when we were playing in New Orleans, you know what I'm saying? New Orleans basketball and shit is, you know, it's local. You know, it's on so much. Georgia had a whole lot of shit going on with that shit, you know what I'm saying? On basketball and sports and shit, you know, we had a lot to offer. And coaches and shit was fucking with us, I ain't gonna lie, like, I never forget that man, Coach Foster, bro, man, he used to pick us up, you know what I'm saying, bring us wherever, you know what I'm saying, feed a nigga, you know what I'm saying, show love, you know, all the strength of Katrina, you know what I'm saying.
Shout out Coach Foster.
Yeah, fuck with that, man, for sure.
But that's crazy. Like I felt like that when I came down here too. Like I actually met people that I felt like damn, this shit ain't just nigga go be a local celebrity. Nigga can go to the league off this shit. It wasn't like that where I was at.
Like sports was a whole
shit
different
was
speed,
far-fetched.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sure. Like niggas was playing ball and shit, but you know, niggas know eventually, you know what I'm saying?
It's over with. Niggas down here, they taking that shit to the max. Like, nigga, I'm going to the league, I'm going to the NFL, and that shit be for real with some of these niggas.
I ain't gonna lie, boy. They get hands, they get around the right people, you know what I'm saying? Get the right support around them. Them niggas is definitely going to the league. They ain't going to the league, they going to DG, overseas, whatever the fuck. They gonna play basketball. What I learned about them.
That's facts right there. When you first moved to Georgia, what's one thing that you missed that was in New Orleans that you couldn't get here?
Family, period.
Family.
I ain't gonna lie, like, my family, like, not having, you know, my family around, you know what I'm saying? Doing any endeavor that a nigga had going on in Georgia, you know what I'm saying?
At the games, celebrating all that.
Yeah, it was different, you know what I'm saying? It was a different vibe, bro. Like, having my family with me. You know what I'm saying? That shit mean, it's a different meaning and shit, you know what I'm saying? And the vibes be different, especially, like, I remember shit more, you know what I'm saying? In a sense, like, you know what I mean? There's a lot of shit that I went through that niggas would come to me and tell me some shit about it, like, nah, bro, I ain't know it was lit like that, it was lit.
So, all of your family didn't move from New Orleans after Katrina hit?
Nah, a lot of them moved, but they ain't all moved to Atlanta. It was scattered around, but most of them moved all out here, and we stayed, you know, like, so my cousins was already staying out here, you know, my cousins, four and, all the niggas already out here, so we came out here, moved with them, you know what I'm saying, we was all shacked up in that bitch, my uncle let us move all, like, yeah, like 5 families in that bitch, we probably had like 12 people and coming to rent apartments, and like, 2-bedroom apartment. 12 people in it. Yeah,
shout out to Unc, man, for staying down.
One more borough.
I know Cumberland Run, them apartments ain't even that big either.
Unc was thugging it. was in that bitch, boy. Wow, pillar of the post, nigga, we was in that bitch deep as a motherfucker.
Shout out to Unc for that, man. So after you say your sports career ended in the 10th grade. After that, what did you shift to? You shift straight to music?
Yep. Sure, like with the whole situation, I always was like writing like poems.
Even
shit.
through the basketball and all that?
With doing like sports and shit, I probably been writing poems since like 6th grade. Like I was writing fluid, like day by day. I had like a creative poem. I used to be writing them for hoes and shit. Yeah.
Oh boy, say you better play it.
I just sitting up write Google poems. That was my way in. But I had poems on deck, and with that, I took that and nigga hear me when the poem. They're like, bum, you know, why the fuck you don't rap? Like you ain't rapping this shit. You ain't like, you sing, you want to me something. And that when the nigga told me that day, I probably was in like 8th grade. I probably was in 8th grade. From that day forward, I wrote like every day. Yeah, and I was writing. Books on. And that was my motivation. Yeah, like nigga told me that, and I took that and ran with it. Yeah.
And nigga told you was good enough to make it, and you was just like, oh yeah, this what I'm on.
And it took that. That's all it took. Yeah, nigga told me that, put that in me, and it was over.
So in the 10th grade, how old was you? 15?
Yeah, I think about 15 years.
So in 2 years from quitting basketball, you signed a record label.
Yes, sir.
In 2 years.
Yeah, I was still in school.
So how did it feel to sign a record label at 17? Flying to a record label at 17.
Man, that shit it was a lifestyle, bro.
And what was the record label you signed to?
Rich Squad. It was a fucking Rich Squad lifestyle.
Rich Squad lifestyle,
boy, for sure. Like, give it to him. Shout out to Sosa. Shout out to Sam, bro. Nigga showed me some shit, you know, like at a young age. You know what I'm saying? That shit came to me, you know, and it caught me quick, you know. Like it was a moment that a nigga, you know, I ain't gonna lie, like I ain't had, man, I'm talking about, nigga, shit ain't even knew that shit. So when that shit came into play with me, like, I just want to rap, you know what I mean? I just want to do music. I'm like, I ain't see the moment on no like, oh, nigga could be a star, nigga could blow it. I just wanted to be in the studio and record.
They seen you and thought you could be a starter.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously.
Yeah, nah, folk, it was so the situation with that, bro, like, so Blake, and my nigga, shout out to Blake, you know what I mean? Free trap, you know what I mean? Trap
Free
came,
trap.
you know what I mean? Trap came through the situation and hollered at me one night, could put me in the mix. He played some shit for him that I had a little tape, you know what I mean? He played the shit with Trap, and nigga, like, shit, I'm fucking with that, you know, that shit, nigga, that shit hard, you know what I mean? God with me, like, nigga, you do music. Like, yeah, that shit, bro, got a studio, you know what I'm saying? I pulled up one night with him in the studio, and you know what I'm saying, so from that bitch, and he played the music. You feel me? Like, he fucking with me. You feel me? And they had Ed in there. Shout out to Ed. You know what I mean? Cameraman, he was so supportive at the time. Shit, Ed heard the song, and Sean was like, shit, he hard, but Sean was always on the bigger tip. You feel me? And at that time, music for me was like I said, it was an essence. Like, I just wanted to do music. You feel me? I didn't.
Yeah. You ain't care about who you was doing it with, none of that shit. Just put on the beat and let me rap.
And I'm gonna do it my way, how I say it, how I do it. Fuck whatever. No sense, no content on censors and nothing. I'm gonna say what I want to say, how I want to say it, and that was how I felt. You feel me? And I was getting my expressions out like. But dude had a business mind state with that shit already from day one. That's all he knew was business. You feel me? So when he seen this shit, you feel me? Ed seen the longevity, like the hurt, the pain, the real shit with the shit. He like, nigga, I can take that shit and shoot that shit and make it work. Shine like, it's hard, bro, but I fuck with it, bro. You feel me? He always seen better. You feel me? And I ain't gonna say like at a young age, you feel me? I seen a lot of shit the wrong week, you hear me? Like, real talk. Like, nigga, as a young nigga be naive to the fact that, you feel me, life is reality.
I mean, shit, at 17, bro, a lot of us didn't know a lot of shit.
Yeah, life is reality. But, you know what I'm saying? Niggas think they know it all, though, at 17. You feel me? Also, especially niggas in my sense, like, got shit going on, you feel what I'm saying? You feel me like you feel me? You feel what I'm saying?
You feel like you a
like
man.
you at your peak,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you feel what I'm saying? You feeling like this the moment. So, nigga, I ain't gonna lie, like, a lot of shit, you hear me? I ain't embraced, you feel me? I brushed off and downplayed and tried to do my way, you feel me? And there was a lot of headbutts and clashes and situations and bridges burned and nigga, you feel me? Learn from a whole different type of way, like the harder we put it like that, you know. But truth be told, everything, you know, everything happened for a reason, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I believe in, bro. And dude showed me a lot of shit, you feel me? Like business wise, you feel what I'm saying? That got me established not well. Like I handle my own, you feel what I'm saying? When it comes to business and any other situation, you feel me? In the music, that shit blossomed in a sense from all of that, you know what I'm saying? Situations that I went through, everything that, you know what I'm saying? From the deal to not, you know what I'm saying? All of that shit blossomed into what a nigga be able to do, you know what I'm saying? Behind that microphone, you know what I'm saying? And real talk, like I said, like, the deal, bro, the deal was so lit and the shit was so loud, bro, to that's it, dog.
How did you end up getting out of the deal?
It was like the deal was a contract that had a limit, and like it was like at the end of the day, me and dude had a agreement that we came to that was like,
It had a year's limit on it, basically, and the limit came up.
yeah, the truth be told, I was 17, you feel me? We had the contract, consent and everything, but at the end of the day, it wasn't, you know, everything wasn't all the way, we didn't go all the way through with legal terms and logistics and everything like that was supposed to be done. So me and dude just said, like, the contract wasn't about nothing, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, we can make it, fuck the contract, you know what I'm saying?
So y'all just parted ways like men,
but
basically.
it wasn't, like I said, bro, I was young, so situations happened where we didn't even have the opportunity to even talk. Like, bro ended up, you know, getting into a situation where I wasn't able to contact him, you feel what I'm saying? And in the midst of that, you feel me, I had the opportunity to go from the 17-year-old boy that got the contract and had the head on that wasn't on at all, and to the man that I am today, you know what I'm saying? And as a man that I had a contact with him, you feel me, and we'd had a discussion on that shit, like, fuck a contract, you feel me, the contract ain't even the situation, you feel me, it never was really about no contract in the sense, cause, bro, we bubbled, like, bro, we Warner Brothers on the table, bro, we had, like, real shit, like a real movement, real campaign, like, that a nigga pulled from the ground from nothing with no, you feel me, no major, no, you feel me, independent, you feel me, and this shit was 2016, this wasn't, like, recent with, like, Spotify and YouTube and shit, that's going crazy, like, we was doing this shit with CDs pressed up, t-shirts,
Passing them out, yeah, just word of mouth.
For sure, you feel me, so, and like I said, like, the whole situation was like a learning experience for, you know what I'm saying, a nigga, cause I got in a situation young, and it showed me a lot of, you feel me, ways what the music business is. And for all my brothers, like, that do music, that, you feel me, they'll see this shit and want, and, you feel me, fuck with me and want really do this music. I want y'all to understand, bro. Music, bro, this shit is a music business. It ain't just music, dog. It's a music business, and that's it. You feel me? I got caught up in the music young. You feel me? And thinking that the music is it, but I'm forgetting that the shit is called the music business. You feel what I'm saying? So when the nigga jump into the motherfucker, you got to know, even though you got your music shit right, you feel me? If you ain't got your business right, fuck.
That's a jewel right there for all of the artists.
Yeah, for sure.
Love the music and do the music, but business is number one.
It's mandatory, like, it's mandatory. You do your music. You just know you got your music and you got your business.
You can't be stopped.
You're established. You're an artist. You're established for sure.
So since that situation didn't go how you expected, would you ever sign to a record label again? Or are you trying to be an independent artist?
Yeah, bro, this was the situation. Money good, huh? Yeah, money, listen. When it comes to signing, bro, like, nowadays it ain't even like that. Like, I'll sign if the money right and the situation right, fuck around, I'll sign. If it'll get me out of the situation for to take care of my family, put my mom in a fucking house and whatever, fuck around, I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Cause at the end of the day, I know, like, you feel me? That's what this shit about with me. You feel what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like, I really understand the business of it. When you understand the business of it, you know, like, shit, nigga, you signing ain't nothing but a loan. You feel me? Like, that shit ain't nothing but a bank.
Still gotta hustle.
Nothing but a bank. You feel what I'm saying? Folks still want their money back. You know, so, hey, man, say, man, I'm good with you. You can be my plug for sure.
Facts. Well, what's the biggest thing you learned about that situation? Because I gotta, well, I ain't gonna say it's my saying. Somebody told me a saying, and I believe in it. He said every loss ain't an L, they lessons.
For sure.
And that was it. When you was 17, well, when that happened, you probably was thinking this a L, but now it's a lesson because, just like you just said, he put you on game about a whole bunch of shit that you didn't know.
And that was the one. Like I went through it and I got to it, and then the day he showed me, if I wouldn't have learned it like that, bro, in many ways, the way shit go about, like, bro, I didn't see niggas really like sign fuck deals to where they locked in for life. Like, still to this day, these niggas can't drop a song. You feel what I'm saying? They owe these people for whatever. Man, that shit that me and bro had on, like, that shit was, like, it was love in a sense. But like I say, bro, like, I was young, like, we in the party scene, you know what I'm saying? Shit's involved, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm going from a young nigga that's playing sports to a young nigga that's in the studio, you know what I'm saying? Every night, start involving myself in the other activities that, you know what I'm saying? Niggas know what the fuck going on. So at the end of the day, once a nigga start getting popping like that, you know what I'm saying? Your mind ain't your mind.
Shit came too fast.
Man, your mind ain't your mind. I'm a young nigga that's out here on the scene, and then it's Atlanta. So, bro, I'm going out every night. I'm in the club. You feel me? I ain't even old enough to be in this bitch. You hear me? Facts. Like, I'm in the club every night. Like, we doing shows. I do a show, perform, leave out that bitch. You know what I'm saying? But that shit came a lifestyle to me. You know what I'm saying? And I stay up all day, all night recording. Learn to record myself, you know what I'm saying? So that shit that was my life. My life consists of consistent fucking studio, club. I was in them bitches.
Nigga said the club life was for real. I already know, bro. I already know.
I said I had to so like, it was a campaign, like, we brought on, you know what I'm saying, it was a group of us, you know what I'm saying, we had Ro, Pop, Diego, yeah, a whole group, you know what I'm saying, the niggas that really had some shit going on, and it was like a real, when I said she was moving, bro, she was a real live movement.
Are you still in contact with Rich Squad?
Yeah.
Like, you still know them?
Every last one of them, I'm still in contact with them. Good time, good fate with them, and I wish the best for every last one of them.
Shout out to Rich Squad.
Alright, every last one of them, bro.
For sure. Shout out to them, man. I'm glad that you got taught something out of that situation and it just wasn't all for the bad.
Yeah, fuck that.
It's just like you said, it's niggas who sign contracts and be in them motherfuckers for the rest of their life and can't drop shit.
Yeah, ain't wasn't no shit like that. It was a situation that, like I said, shit went above how it went above. And like I said, if I ain't play my cards, bro, I played my cards in that situation. Like I said, man, youngin, you know, thinking I know it all, and you know what I'm saying. Like I said, I take my lick, cause the true fact of the matter is, you feel me? I know, like, my faults, you feel me? It's a lot of faults in situations that I know, boy, nigga be fucking up. Like, I been did some shit and be like, man, fuck, you know what I'm saying? But at that time, being young, You know what I'm saying? I ain't give a fuck. It wasn't none of that. You hear me? Like, when I did what I did, and I stood on it like, yeah, because I'm trying to make a name. Like, I had, you feel me? Pride was a real thing for me. You hear me? So, that shit, you know, when it came down to that shit with that, bro, it was just like, it was as simple as me seeing something in the contract, you know what I'm saying? And like, oh, bro, that shit fucked up, like, ain't no way in hell, like, we gotta, you know what I'm saying? But I'm coming at dude about the contract, like, ain't like, my nigga, I'm, at the end of the day, bro, this is fact, like, for any young nigga that's out here talking against shit about woo woo yada 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 when somebody is literally putting you on. This is a fact. When you won't be put on, the definition of you being put on is somebody paying for everything that you doing. Right? You ain't paying for shit.
That's being put on.
That's being put on. You hear me? When somebody doing something like that for you, bro, you ain't got no picks, especially when you come from shit. You hear me? Yeah, take heed to this shit, you hear me? Because the young niggas that's out here and I know about them, and I know a few of them that feel themselves, you hear me, in a sense.
So basically you saying if a nigga putting up a bag on you, go with the flow instead of trying to do it your way.
Because at the end of the day, that's the fact. Like, it ain't your bag, it ain't your situation, you feel me? Nigga putting you in position. So, you having power trips and ego trips in a situation where you don't got no power, or really, the ego don't even match, you feel me? So a nigga can't even do that type of shit. But
exactly.
It's like, it's easy to, it's a facade for a nigga, you hear me? It's easy for a nigga to, you know what I'm saying, fall into that trap to flex up too hard, you feel me? And especially you trying to flex on the wrong nigga.
Niggas think they the shit.
Boy.
Especially you got a little buzz shit. You get signed, fuck this nigga I'm signed to, nigga I'm lit. But really, you need to be listening to that nigga.
Listen to that, everything talking about, because at the end of the day, bro, nigga put you in position, nigga obviously want to see you win. You hear me? That's the real facts about it, you hear me? And like I said, me being the person that I am, coming from the lifestyle I come from, it been competition with me. I find myself competing with, you know, people that ain't my competitors, you know what I'm saying? At all, you know what I'm saying? And that shit don't be on no hype shit like I'm on nothing with nobody that I'm with on none of that shit. It just be, that's my motivation. Like, I got people around me, I'm used to having people around me that when we play, we going to add it to the T, like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, we all in, balls into the wall, you hear me? So, when that's the situation,
if we walk to the car, I'm trying to beat
I'm
you
trying
there.
to burn the fuck out you, you hear me? In fact, but that's how it go though, you know what I'm saying? So, when a nigga coming from that, you know, it get channeled sometimes in the wrong direction, and, you know, some people don't know how to take that shit. Some people take that shit like, nigga, you hating on me, nigga, you trying to
take my spot type shit.
Whoop shit like that, you know.
Yeah.
And, but that's life, you know. That's how it go. But at the end of the day, it ain't even about none of that shit, you know. At the end of the day, me and dude ain't have none of that type of time. Like, dude was a nigga that was a boss, already on his shit, you know. Already established, already on his level. And I was a young nigga smelling my fucking drawers that was just out of pocket at the time.
Hey, that's some real nigga shit that you can look back 10 years later and realize, yeah, I was on some bullshit.
For sure.
I should have listened to the nigga that was already bossed up.
For sure. But like at the end of the day, just, you know, people be fighting their own demons, you know, like in real life. Like when I was a young nigga that was going through shit, you know, in real time. Even with the deal and even with the other shit, I still had real life shit that was going on, you know what I'm saying, that a nigga couldn't control. You feel what I'm saying? So, with that being the case, nigga, I'm flashing out. You hear me? Yeah, I was in jail, out of jail. I'm fucking my deal up because I keep going to jail. You hear me? Money on the table, niggas pulling money out the table because they talking about my liability and smoke shit. Nigga.
See? We live and we learn.
Right.
Alright, so look, I personally know you. And me knowing you, I know that your closest person that I knew about was your cousin Lucas. in the past couple years, he passed away. So, can you talk about that? Like how that felt losing your close companion?
That was the March 25th, 2019. Like, this shit on my fucking head, man. I didn't even think about that shit every day. Bro, that nigga. That was my brother. Like, for sure that was my cousin. That was my fucking brother. Yeah. That shit is different. Yeah, because the true fact of the matter is, you know what I'm saying? That was the nigga that really kicked me in the gear, like, you know what I mean? Before he passed. I got a song with him. Before he passed, I had the chance to go down there with him, you know what I mean? And, you know what I mean? Get a chance to get in the studio with him. And the time man being in the studio, you know, because I had a chance to see how my nigga working that bitch. And, you know what I mean? Like, cause I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. You got that shit, bro. I ain't never knew you was really like, but cause you really like, you got that shit. And nigga, from that day forward, bro, yeah, I've been posting music. Yeah, I started up a little shit last year called 365 Days of Heat. Yeah, I was just posting music. Cause nigga, I had songs.
Shout out to the 365 Days of Heat, man.
Sure, I was unlearning them bitches, yeah, man. Every day. Yeah, man, I said I was gonna drop a song for every day of the year. Yeah, man. Nigga, I was doing that shit every fucking day, yeah, man. Until that shit happened. Yeah. And that shit down. You know, like, that shit fuck with me, you know, mentally, you know what I mean? Cause that nigga pulled up, you with a nigga, yeah, man. But he with me, nigga. When I say he with me, I mean he with me, bro. Like, I believe in angels, you know what I mean? I said, a lot of shit, bro. You know what I mean? Dude, really. I said, he with me, but that was a situation for me, you know. And, you know, niggas still coping with that shit, but yeah.
It's been almost 2 years later. R.I.P. to Lucas Mays, man.
Sure.
If you could go back in time and tell your 13-year-old self one thing that would help you today, what would it be?
13.
Think a 13-year-old youngin. What could you tell yourself that would help you right now? Or that would have helped you 2 or 3 years ago?
Shit, nigga. Discipline, bro. Discipline, like, just be disciplined and be more diligent, like, on life, cause that shit is delicate as a motherfucker. Like, it's fragile. Like, I didn't understand, cause, you know, in New Orleans, though, it's shit routine, like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, you should be already setting match for a nigga, like, you feel what I'm saying? But it ain't. At the end of the day, though, it's people, you know what I'm saying? From kindergarten, preschool, elementary, you know what I'm saying? You know, like, them niggas gonna be hitting shit when they get out of that, and when they get eligible to put a pound of pressure on that trigger, they gonna be popping shit. You know what I mean? And you know what I'm saying? I always had, you know what I'm saying, the talent, so, you know what I'm saying? I used to always be involved in all type of shit, bro. Like, anything I did, bro, nigga could do. Like, you would fuck with what? Like, dance, flip, basketball, swim, track, anything I ever tried to do, bro. Like, real talk, I ain't gonna lie to you, but I ain't gonna say I was the best at nothing, but if I tried to do it, dog, I could do this shit, you know what I mean?
Why would you tell your 13-year-old self discipline?
Because at the end of the day,
That's what you think you lack?
that's what I lacked situation, like, cause the true fact, like, when Pop died, saying, like, that was my, you know what I'm saying, that's the real, that's, you know what I'm saying, nigga daddy, you know, that's your male figure, you know what I'm saying, and, you know, men, you know, be around, you know what I'm saying, mom life, but they ain't, nigga, Pops ain't, bitch, I don't want to hear you, I don't really fucking do that all my life. Yeah, in fact, you know, every time I move, like, it's one son up, one mid son, you know what I'm saying? So, ain't no other man could feel them sure, ain't no man I could look at and be like, you know what I'm saying? Ooh, that's my dad, no, fuck no, you know what I'm saying? Been my paw all my life, ain't no man that was able to come around. My mama had to tell me niggas was my uncles and shit, you hear me? For me to even give a nigga some type of fucking with, that's how real it was. You hear me?
Facts.
For real, bro.
Facts, man. That's a good shit. 13-year-old discipline. All right. You and 2 other people to make the perfect 3-verse song. Who are the 2 other people? It could be it could be a singer and a rapper. It could be 2 rappers. It could be 2 singers. It could be a rock and roll mode. It could be anybody. You get a 16 and 2 other people get a 16 to make your perfect song. Who is it?
That's one. That's a situation. And this that's I'll say, I don't give a fuck, you put whatever you want on that bitch and it's gonna be a classic. Fuck you. Fuck what you put on that bitch.
Nah, you gotta pick 2 people, bro.
I'm gonna be all over with you. If put a nigga on that bitch, yeah,
Who your 2 favorite artists of all
that's
time?
That's the thing, though. That's the situation that my favorite artists of all time. We gonna make hits, but it's still a situation that we still survive, you know. Like we don't, I need, you know. It depends on vibe with me, bro. Right now, you know, with music, alcohol vibe, dog, and shit. I'd probably be the fuck around and got in that bitch with, you know what I'm saying, my favorite rapper, and he be on some fucking rock star. Yeah, man.
Nigga say you gonna have to catch a fade before we get this 16.
My favorite rapper all the time might really be on some real live, you know what I'm saying, rock star shit.
So you don't want to do no track with Weezy, huh?
Fucking right I do, but you know, that I gotta send him, I know I gotta send him the song. It ain't no, me with 16 with niggas, I gotta send him that bitch.
Alright, Weezy, and who your second one? Weezy or Madonna or some shit like that. You gotta go with some wild shit, man. Who your 16? You, Weezy, or who? Come on, man. We trying to make a hit. The money don't matter to you. You could just get 2 niggas, 2 people. It ain't even gotta be rapper.
You know, I really think me and Fire shit with it really not.
You, Wiz, and Weezy. I'll be smoking to that song. Shout out to Wiz, shout out to Weezy, man.
I think man gonna get some more of that shit. But there's a lot of niggas though.
That's the dream song though. That's what we going with. Wiz, Weezy, and Youngin. That's what we going with, my boy. Alright, when your next project dropping for the viewers to go?
Shit, be honest with you.
Or your latest project, the last stuff you just dropped?
Yeah, I just dropped some shit on January the 21st. But I got some new shit dropping for y'all, you hear me, sooner than later. Like, probably.
Even though I heard the exclusive, that shit fire, you need to let the world hear that thing. But
yeah, it's like middle of February, I'm probably drop that. But I got the video coming out for tweaking out. Just got that shit finished earlier today. So I'm working for some shit. I got some shit for everybody. I ain't about to I ain't gonna hold my nuts on nobody, bro. I told him once I started working and I started driving, fuck, I ain't gonna stop. You know? So fucking gotta hold that in.
just put your foot on the gas, bro, and don't stop. Shit, even at the red lights, nigga, don't stop. Fuck that.
Yeah, for God. At the end of the day, you know, that been my motivation for me, for sure, man. That
these stories you done gave us, that's enough motivation, bro.
Yeah, this year I got it.
You a hell of a person. You done lived a hell of a life. Now it's time to create the legacy to go with who you are as a person. All that shit on the way, man.
I appreciate you, bro.
Shit, tell everybody where to follow you at and all of that.
Nah, for sure. Y'all know y'all could catch me YFyungin at YFyungin on everything. Shit, any platform, any fucking Instagram, Twitter, Google. You hear me? You can type that bitch in
SoundCloud too.
Yeah, SoundCloud. YFyungin. Yeah. But nah, for sure. Like I said, I'ma keep some shit in tune for y'all. Like I'ma keep working. I'ma keep dropping. Ain't gonna be no dull moment. Yeah. As long as Lord got me out here working, I'm gonna be out here working with y'all. Yeah. So just stay tuned and stay locked in with me. And Drew, I appreciate you, bro. Like I said, we gonna fuck him up.
Yeah, man, we gonna go crazy, man. This ain't gonna be the last time, man. We gonna close it out. Appreciate you. The Conclusion I Drew, episode 4.
You wanna know what's going on in the street? I'm gonna tell you what's going on in the street. I'm one of them old folks. You know, when I wanna know something, all the news and stuff, that stuff watered down. I wanna know something. I turn Drew Conclusion right there on the podcast.